Right, hello, am I looking good? Probably not as good as the product that I'm about to review, or kind of review, because, well, I know nothing about it, or at least nothing about that sector of the market. Either way, it is a video that's been a long time coming, one that I'd like to apologise to the brand about, but it is coming at a decent time of year for what this item is. Because it's the holiday season and everyone likes to buy a nice tasty gift for each other, don't they? But do not worry, people, this isn't a video about a fancy pizza cutter in the shape of a bicycle. No, this is about a cycling watch, or at least a cycling orientated watch. Now, normally, when you think about a cycling watch, you would think about something like this. A Wahoo Rival or a Garmin Phoenix or something like that. One that not just doesn't tell the time, but gives you the heart rate, the GPS location, the usual malarkey from an expensive digital watch. Now, this one isn't anything like that at all. No, it's an analog watch, a ticky-tocky one. But I can hear you asking, Dave, how is that a cycling watch? Well, the brand Bravur, and I'm probably saying that wrong, like many of the brands that I say on this channel, are mad keen cycling fans. They're out of Sweden and they have done a range of watches, fancy watches I'll add, that celebrate iconic teams. In this case, it is the Renault team of Laurent Fignon, but they've also got the Mercier team of Poulidor, Van der Poel's granddad, and Peugeot, who Tommy Simpson used to ride for. Now, these watches are absolutely gorgeous, and I have had a heck of a time, I will say, wearing this one. It's odd wearing a fancy watch when I'm used to wearing like €50 Casio things. You notice the little details, the craftsmanship, the weight on your arm, the lovely glide of the second hand. It's been a pleasure to wear it, something that I'm not used to normally, and that's pretty much the extent of the review. But the brand themselves are clearly mad keen cycling fans. You only need to go on the About Me page on the website to see how keen the founders are. And well, the rest of the website is pretty much just taken up with cycling stuff. They've not just got the heritage line, they have got the Grand Tour line as well, where you can get watches that are inspired by the Tour de France and the Giro. In fact, this company used to sponsor the EF team as well, with some very fancy pink and purple watches. Now, this Team Heritage line, as I say, which is very nice, and actually comes in a pretty cool leather handlebar bag that I've been scared to use, retail at about €1,400, which, for me, seems expensive. For watch people, probably doesn't. And let's be honest, in the world of cycling, it seems relatively feasible when you're talking about bikes that cost 10 times what this watch does. But either way, that's pretty much it for the review. It's a lovely watch. I love the idea behind them, but the video doesn't end there, because this got me thinking. They've chose 3 proper iconic teams for their watches. But I wanted to know, what other iconic teams are out there and what makes an iconic team? So, over the past season, I have been harassing professionals, director sportives, and people that run Grand Tours to find out what their iconic team is and why. Enjoy.
I have 2 iconic teams in my mind. One is being the CAS team from Vitoria, with a nice climbers and Basque riders, and yeah, I think the best one is Euskaltel, with all Basque riders fighting in the Tour de France against a very good Lance Armstrong. So yeah, I think both two.
What made them iconic teams to you then? Was it just because they came from the Basque region, or was there something special about them? Was there a special ingredient?
Well, I think they never been a winners, no, the best ones, but they always been fighters, no, and I think that character is the most important for cycling.
Okay, quick step. An iconic team? Do you think that's the next iconic team?
Sure. Long time during the history fighting for the classics, now fighting also for the Grand Tours. Yeah. So it's also iconic team.
Well, I just get in love of La Once, you know?
Once?
That team, in the team time trials, all that with Gisela Bellocchi. And guess what? Now I'm racing with his son,
Yes,
Marcel
of course.
Bellocchi is here, so it's impressive.
Okay, what made Once so special? You're the second person today to say Once.
Because they start to invest a lot of time trial in the skiing suits, you know, they start with big plates, big gears, so they start like the revolution of the motorcycling.
From the past.
From the past, and what makes an
Mappe.
iconic team?
Mappe.
You're going to be a little bit biased there, though. What made Mappe iconic then?
Yeah, we make some histories. More than one time, 1, 2, 3 in Roubaix. We won a lot with the team, and I think was one of the best team in the world.
And the best jersey?
Panasonic.
Ah, lovely.
Should I be speaking personally because of my experience?
Your personal iconic team and why what makes an iconic team? The ingredients. Is it wind, character?
I think, you know, to get a as we know iconic teams in late 90s, 2000, you need a big captain with good character. And all the team has to be voted around this champion, right? So I got the honor to work with Lane Sampson, Cipollini on the zebra kit, Pantani, a full yellow kit. You know, I think that was quite iconic. I would say that was pretty iconic for me.
All right, so what's it like being an iconic team then?
I mean, you're gonna don't think too much about yourself, about your results, but you're really focused on the good of the champion and of the team. And it's gonna be a nice atmosphere. When the champion is not performing, you know, you start to see some cracks in the system, but you keep going because this is how it works. A team is a team.
The first one that comes to mind is probably, given we're in the area, is Euskadi. Like they're a bright orange team that's always been bright orange and stayed true to that identity. So I think you can't go, and you've got to have some hitters in your ranks over the years too, of course. But we've got a Kiwi guy there, James Fouché this year, first time Kiwi having a Kiwi in that team. So I think that's maybe that makes it even more iconic for me, anyway.
Oh well, definitely one thing is the design of the jersey, something fresh, new, different, and secondly, obviously the way the team raced together. That's for me two points.
Okay, what team would you say is iconic for you then?
Well, I'm Spanish, you know, so in my time was Once team.
Okay, to have a big chance here to have success, as you need a real leader. That starts with that, because a leader takes always the whole team on a higher level. I have seen it in the past when I was here with Fabian, by example. I have seen it with other leaders. When they are on top, the whole team is on top. So this is what you need: a real leader, and of course, well surrounded with the right guys. I mean, like today also. If you send somebody up the road, it has to be somebody who is going smooth over the cobbles.
Okay, so for you, what is an iconic team? Do you remember a team growing up that you were like, they're the team that I'm going to remember forever?
Oh, this was the demonstration of the Mappe team back in not so long ago, when they filled the whole podium. So this was like wow.
What team is iconic to you?
Oh, that's a tough question actually.
It's got to be Argos Shimano.
Yeah, teams where I rode for. Yeah. To me, it's an iconic team. Is a team with tradition. You know, when I was growing up, for me this was obviously always Team Mobile. But now I would say Quickstep is for me an iconic team. Now it changed a little bit, but before I was always thinking, yeah, this is really a team of. From the outside, it looks like there's always good atmosphere, there's a fighting spirit, and this is what you need.
Okay, what do you need to have an iconic team? What are the ingredients?
I think there's nothing, yeah, it's hard to name many ingredients. I say it's a bit of magic, because I rode for teams, you know. Yeah, I had years where the atmosphere was super good and we kept winning with different riders every week or every second week we won races, and of course that's nice. But I could never really explain why it was like that, why the atmosphere was better than the year before or the year after. Sometimes it's, like I say, it's just a bit of magic. I think if there would be ingredients or like a to-do list, boxes you have to check to make it happen, then everyone would do it. But yeah, it's hard to say. And obviously at the moment, it feels like Visma is this team where everything just falls into place. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they can also not explain it.
PDM was Gideon Turnus.
You're the second one to say PDM today. Why is this?
Just, Sean Kelly, Gideon Turnus, all those guys there. Just pretty strong characters and, really interesting guys.
You'll be happy to hear that I asked Simon Gesker this question the other day and he said telecom.
Oh, wow. Well, he does know the insights.
Pour moi, je vais sortir des équipes italiennes, mais parce que je suis né en 1960, c'est Faema d'Eddy Merckx et la Molteni évidemment d'Eddy Merckx ensuite. Donc ce sont ces équipes, les souvenirs d'enfance restent toujours les plus forts. Donc pour moi, c'est les équipes d'Eddy Merckx à la fin des années 60 et au début des années 70. S'il y en a une seule, je vais dire Molteni.
Et c'est pour une équipe iconique, c'est quel est le recipe, les creux, les maillots classiques.
Il y a les deux. En l'occurrence, avec Molteni, il y avait évidemment la force d'Eddy Merckx qui reste aujourd'hui le plus grand champion de l'histoire du cyclisme. Mais voilà, une équipe dévouée, une équipe solide et des gens qui ont été ses équipiers sur le vélo et qu'ensuite souvent Eddy Merckx a engagé. Après sa carrière, il les a fait travailler. Eddy Merckx est un monsieur d'une fidélité extraordinaire. Et donc, en fait, pour se présenter et avoir du travail, il fallait qu'ils montent leur maillot Molteni et il les engageait. C'est presque ça. Donc, cette fidélité-là, elle est très très forte. Et oui, le maillot Molteni est un maillot qui m'a beaucoup marqué. Aussi parce qu'il était facile à reconnaître. Parfois, on va chercher des choses compliquées, alors qu'en fait, quand un maillot est simple, on le reconnaît. Le maillot IF rose, voilà, tout le monde sait, prise de vue hélicoptère, on sait que ce sont eux. Donc il y a une force qui est très importante pour ça. Donc moi, Molteni, Merckx.
Perfect. Merci beaucoup.
Well, I mean, you can't really argue with UAE at the moment because they all work with each other. Ineos have got a very good team this year, I think.
But previously, through history, what's the one team that's closest to your heart?
When Anquetil rode with Raphael, there's a good lot of painting on him down there.
That's lovely, that is.
Yeah, and they were great teams.
There we have it. Rolf Aldag dropping some home truths. Got to say, I have enjoyed making this video over the past season, harassing the riders in the pits and whatnot. It's been an absolute blast. And it wouldn't have been done if I hadn't had the inspiration from Bravur and their heritage line. Let me know what your iconic team is in the comments below if you're watching it on YouTube. Also, let us know what you think of this thing and the idea behind it. If you're not on YouTube, shoot us a message via the social media sites. And as always, thank you for watching. Enjoy your riding and enjoy the holiday season. I know I am.